Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Morning Live Show. The live show's podcast and meta content is brought to you every week by these loyal sponsors. McGraw-Webb Chevrolet on the bypass in Camden, Alabama, serving their customers for 30 years. Join the McGraw-Webb Chevy family today. Tucker ATV, Jackson, Alabama, your local servicing Polaris Hustler Echo dealer with an international reputation. CT Ward Power Sports in Camden, Alabama, XL Godfrey Hurricane Boats powered by Mercury and Yamaha engines, your water skiing gear headquarters on Lake Millers Ferry. Safford Trading Company and Safford Equipment under the tower in Safford, Alabama, home of your residential and commercial lawn care bundle bear. Wildlife Management Solutions in Utah, Alabama. Let the guys at WMS select the right seed and blends for your soil type. South Alabama Kubota and Reynolds on the Strip in Monroeville, Alabama. Kubota and Skag Zero Turns, the right Kubota tractor for the right price. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Gettin Outdoors live show. It's September the 22nd, 2023. We are live from the Lawler Timber Company Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center, 68 degrees outside, partly cloudy with an east-northeast wind around 5 miles per hour. It is my kind of weather. If y'all saw the drone, I put up the drone last Monday and caught the fog rising up off the river. That means that river is cooling down, and I'll get you the temperatures when I go fishing this weekend. Let's start out. Well, first of all, I want to welcome everybody. We got a good crowd already this morning. Tommy D in Ann Arbor, Michigan's tuned in as always. B-Dog. My buddy David Royal up there in Montgomery, Alabama. Noonan Hall over in Natchez, Mississippi. How you doing, Noonan? Mr. Harry Pardon's tuned in. Ryan Gunn, Team Fishmaster Custom Jigs is tuned in this morning. Old Bud Williamson's tuned in. Tina Foster in Millers Ferry, how you doing? Mr. Oscar McKinley, how you doing down in Franklin? My cousin Jim Andrews. Lucas Gibson, how you doing, my friend? Got a big catfish tournament tomorrow at Lake. Greg Chance, old Slim's tuned in. Thunder's tuned in. Woody Dog, good morning from Atmore, Alabama. B-Dog, how you doing, everybody? Well, good morning. We got a lot of events to go over. Let me start out with the 30 guns in 30 days. That is the Outdoor Friends Forever. It's not really a raffle. It's just a donation. You donate $30 per ticket to Outdoor Friends Forever, and they are going to give away 30 guns in 30 days. And starting September the 29th, They'll have daily drawings from September the 29th to October the 28th. Drawings will be posted on Outdoor Friends Forever Facebook page and website. You do not have to be present to win. All the rules and regulations are at the website. That is the website right there, Outdoor Friends Forever. I had somebody contact me last night and wanted a ticket but did not do PayPal. So I would urge you to go to the website and send them an email, and I'm sure they can hook you up. But that's going to be all that money goes to Outdoor Friends Forever. My friend Jim Hardy, who does just an awesome job with those uh, uh, special needs kids. He does a great job. I mentioned a while ago, tomorrow we'll be blasting off at 7 o'clock from Beeswax Landing, Lay Lake. It will be the Alabama Catfish Series Tournament. Marshall Huey's who to call, 334-412-2116. Now, this is an open tournament. This is a reeling rod tournament only, and it is going to be some of the top catfish anglers in the Southeast there. But if you want to get in there and try it out, go, get up with Marshall or be at the landing in the morning. Also in the morning, the Gilberttown Bass Club Open will be from Service Park, $100 entry fee. That includes a lunker. Brother Howard Gaston's who to call, 251-231-1940. Where is Service Park? Anybody know where Service Park is? I'm not sure exactly where it is. Also, this weekend, the big deal going on up there on Logan Martin. It is the Crappie Expo at the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center, BJCC, and they got over 100 vendors. Our friend Mr. Shane Jones and John and Jessica Farmer, they'll be up there with a booth, the Crappie Cast booth. He was talking last night on his show. They got all kind of vendors and booths up there. It is something. It's kind of like the deer show, except it's for crappie fishermen. Here is the schedule for this week's event. They blasted off this morning at 6:45 for the Mr. Crappie Invitational Classic on Logan Martin from Lincoln's Landing. Weigh-in will be this afternoon at Lincoln Landing at 3 o'clock. Also, the expo opens today at 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. at the Birmingham Jefferson Convention Complex in Birmingham, and that's going to be a big deal. Tomorrow, it'll be day 2 of the Mr. Crappie Invitational Classic on Logan Martin. They'll blast off at 6:45. Weigh-in begins at 3 o'clock. All these weigh-ins will be on Mr. Crappie Facebook page, and I will share it to my page also. The Crappie Extravaganza on the Water Boat Show will be tomorrow starting at 10 o'clock till 3 o'clock at Lincoln's Landing in Lincoln, Alabama. And now what that is, y'all, if you're in the market for a boat, I think Wally Marshall told me he's got 12 different boat manufacturers that will have fully rigged boats at Lincoln Landing tomorrow from 10 o'clock till 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And if you want to go get in that boat and try it out on the water, you will be able to do that. Of course, you got to sign up and do all that, but that will be tomorrow at Lincoln Landing. Of course, the weigh-in will be at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Also, and the Crappie Expo will open tomorrow from 9 to 6. And they're going to have seminars, giveaways, live music at 1 o'clock. And I heard Shane and John and Jessica talking last night. They got a big old stage and they say seating for 200 or 300 up there. So it's going to be some great live entertainment. And then, of course, on Sunday, it'll be day 3. That will be Championship Sunday of the tournament, and somebody's going to win 50 grand at 4 o'clock. The weigh-in will be at the BJCC at 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon. So everybody be there, and it's just going to be a great event. And if you're a crappie fisherman, you do not want to miss that. I promise you that. All right, let's talk about next weekend. Next weekend over in Livingston, Alabama, it's the University of West Alabama College Rodeo Showdown at the Hines Spree Rodeo Complex. And I understand they have really upgraded that complex over there in Livingston, Alabama. It is Friday, Saturday, it's the 28th, 29th, and the 30th. And that will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. The rodeo starts at 7 o'clock, the pre-show at 6 o'clock, and it will be collegiate rodeo athletes from 14 different colleges across the Southeast competing for this championship. It is going to be all kind of cowboys and cowgirls next weekend in Livingston, Alabama. So make your plans to be there. It is going to be something else. I guarantee you that. All right, let's see what else we got. Next Friday, they start the Great Alabama 650 paddle race. I think we had Mr. Couch on here a couple of weeks ago and on the podcast, and I think he told me it's 20 or 21 world-class athlete paddle racers are going to paddle 650 miles from North Alabama and Cherokee County all the way to the Gulf. That is a great event. I'll keep up with it on my Facebook page, and it is really, really going to be something to see. I tell you, those guys go through a gauntlet of natural resources coming from North Alabama all the way to the Gulf on the coast of the Alabama River all the way down there. So it is going to be something else. Now I do want to mention these wild game cook-offs. I know the first one will be in Selma. That will be there's all the information on the screen right there. It will be on October the 19th in Selma, and they are looking for cook teams. Cook teams are wanted. You can get up with Tim Wood at the Central Alabama Farmers Co-op, Emily Hancock at Hancock's Barbecue, Dr. B. Lee Youngblood, or anybody up there in Selma that's involved in this Alabama Wildlife Federation Selma Chapter Wild Game Cook-Off. That will be October the 19th. And then on November the 2nd, in Grove Hill, Alabama, at the Grove Hill Academy football field, they're having their Southwest Alabama Wild Game Cook-Off. And, of course, Bo Cross or David Skippers, who you want to contact for that. But y'all get your cook team. This is a whole lot of fun. It's for a great, great cause. And so get your cook teams ready for that. Cause it's just nothing better than a great, great wild game cook-off. Boy, we got a good crowd. Joey Kirby's on here this morning. Good morning, Joey. I want Catfish. He's a big catfish from Jolly Owen. Good morning. Al and Brooke Smith over at Lock 5, Adamaca. Good morning to you. Let's see, Brother Howard Gaston. It's going to be above the dam at the campground off Highway 84. That's where it is. Okay. Thank you, Brother Howard. I hope y'all have a good crowd tomorrow. Travis Hudson says Coffeeville State Park. Thank you, Travis. Good morning, Rusty Godbold. Carlton Todd's tuned in. Travis Hudson. And man, we appreciate Brian Hale. Good morning. Guy Wynn, headed to work but listening. Good morning, Grandma Karyn. Woody Daw, I already talked to Woody. Boy, we got so many folks trying to keep up with all of them. Danny Jordan, good morning to you, my friend. Here's something I want to show y'all. And this really makes me happy. I got this from Kay the other day, and she asked me not to say anything about it till she posted it, and she posted it yesterday. But they hired an independent, it's an independent, I guess you call them accountants or whatever they do, Center for Economic Development and Business Research at Jacksonville State University was hired by the Alabama Bass Trail to do an economic impact study and contribution trend from when they started in 2014 until 2023. And these numbers, y'all, They don't surprise me, but I do want to share them and let y'all know. I've been watching the Alabama Bass Trail since they started back in 2000. Well, when it was conceived in 2012, but it actually started in 2014, and we were lucky enough to have them here for 3 years, 14, 15, and 16. And this is the numbers for 10 years of the Alabama Bass Trail. Alabama Bass Trail Tournament Season Activity, total economic impact and contribution in the last 10 years, $72,502,612. That created 552 jobs. The tournament and expenses were $14,777,697, created 138 jobs. On cash prizes and categories, they gave out $6,448,700, and for sponsorship prizes and cash payout, $563,250, for a total impact of $94,292,259, with a total of 690 jobs created. Now, y'all, that is just one tournament trail, the biggest amateur tournament trail in Alabama, probably not the nation. They got one out in Texas that might be a little bigger. But those right there are numbers that the Alabama Tourism Division look at. That's the reason this Bass Trail is funded so well. That is the reason sponsors jump all over it. And it goes down to one thing and one thing only, and that is the true leadership of Kay Donaldson. Now, I know she's got a board of directors, she's got a staff and everything that's second to none, but let me tell you, this would never have happened if it wasn't for the leadership of Kay Donaldson. I'm mighty, mighty proud to have been keeping up with it ever since its conception back in 2012. My hat's off to the Alabama Bass Trail and all they do for our state of Alabama to bring money in. All right, Larry and Debbie, I've been nice to tune in. Old Joe Alvarez, good morning to you. Let's see what else I got up here. I got y'all some good stuff this morning. Let's see. Here. Y'all want to see what makes old Big Dad tick? That's just a few pictures I got last weekend of my young anglers hunting and fishing in the great outdoors. And y'all, those are the pictures that make old Big Dad tick right there. So if you got a youth hunter or a youth angler, y'all send me them pictures, because there's nothing I love better than to post those pictures of my Alabama youth, young outdoorsmen. And I got this the other day from old Will Russian. Now, I've never gotten cussed for putting up a post, but he said that he said, "Dang you, Big Daddy! Since I introduced him to Tess Randall Jolly, he has started doing some outdoor photography." Look at that right there. That's pretty good amateur pictures right there, Will. I guarantee you. That's pretty good stuff. And I don't know if y'all watched the show Wednesday night, but last Sunday I was out on the river, and I was looking for. I thought I saw a group of teal, a flock of teal, blue-green teal, but as the birds got closer, I could tell they wasn't blue-winged teal. They were some type of shorebird that I have never seen in my life. They're called American avocets, and this is what they look like, y'all. And I'm telling you, when you look at them, you can see why I mistook them for blue-winged teal at the distance, but as they got closer, you can tell they are amazing, beautiful birds. And see how they group together and flying real fast, kind of like a blue-winged teal. But you watch as they get closer. That's right there at the mouth of the Gee's Bend Slough. And I have never seen these birds on Millers Ferry. This is the first time I've ever witnessed them. And from everybody I talked to, they are not common. They're not rare birds, but they are not common in this area. I don't know if the hurricane blew them up here or what, but they were something to see, and I was so glad I got this video. That video really did a good job with the video. I got a couple of more things I want to mention. I got this from my dear friend, Mr. Mike Burklow. They are fixing to open up their camp up there at Cedar Rosa. Now that is between Camden and Selma on Highway 41. And he sent me a bunch of, they are starting a website today. They're gonna launch it today. They are opening their camp as a bed and breakfast. So it is a beautiful place in the woods, in the Alabama Black Belt, up around Portland Landing up there. I mean, it's going to be nice. There's the phone number if you want to inquire about it, but I'll have a lot more information as when they drop their website. I will put it up on my Facebook page. And also, if you're in the market for a nice cabin in Millers Ferry, I have information. A friend of mine has a nice cabin that he wants to sell in Millers Ferry around Sand Island, close to the Millers Ferry Marina. Get up with me, and I will be glad to give you that information. And I had these girls on here. I need to get them back on here. These girls do such a great job, and I want to ask everybody to help them. They are picking up dogs on the side of the road here in Wilcox County. They've started a Ditches to Riches Incorporated. It's kind of a rescue, but it's not, they're doing it on their own, and they need your help. If you can foster a dog, I cannot foster a dog. I can give them some money, though, and I send them a little money now and then. But they need foster homes for the dogs, food and treats, crates of supplies, but volunteers, but mostly they need monetary donations. And you can send it via PayPal at Ditches to Riches. You can contact them at ditches_2_riches@yahoo.com. Y'all help them out if you can, because let me tell you, these girls, both of them, I'll tell you who it is. It's Mandy Stokes and Jennifer Chapman. Both of them have full-time jobs. Both of them have kids in private school, and they are toting the flag, taking care of these dogs that folks are picking up on the side of the road. And it's just a thankless task that they do, but I thank them. I appreciate them. And like I said, I can't foster a dog. I can't keep a dog farm, but I can darn so send them a little money and help them out. So if y'all listening, Tommy D, Grandma Karyn, all over, we have people listening all over the place. Y'all go to your PayPal account right now and just send them $10, $15, $20, whatever you can afford. And they really do a great job. These girls are just, and they didn't ask me to do this. I just do it for them because they are doing such a great job. I did want to show y'all this because this picture right here makes me laugh. Boy, it makes me laugh. These are 3 Clark County hunters that this was back in the 80s, and all of them, you can tell who the 2 on the left are. But yes, on the right, that is Earl Parrish on the far left, and then Boyd Jackson in the middle. Both of them ain't changed much. But the one on the far right, that is dialed in Joe Allen Dunn right there. He's buffed up, looking sharp right there in the 80s. But I wanted to share that picture with you. And oh yeah, I had everybody at one, and I should have played it at the first of the show. But this right here is the song that Hunter Pipkins wrote for me, and I'll play that for y'all right now.
Getting outdoors, Big Daddy Lord, talking about everything he knows, from the riverbanks to the hollers. Country boys, way of life out in the woods and on the water. Yeah, we're getting outdoors, Big Daddy Lawler. Big Daddy Lawler.
Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. Southern Oak Outdoors, formerly Willingham Sports, Demopolis, Alabama. Cody and Rachel Wallace, new owners, where tradition, the hunt, and the catch are only half the adventure. River Legend Outfitters, Citronelle, Alabama, your one-stop for all things hunting, fishing, and outdoors. Home of the Frogging Tournaments. Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden, a shopping experience you will never forget. Bubba and Joe Allen Dunn at Dunn Sports in Thomasville, Alabama, across from McDonald's. Outfitters for the serious sportsman. Rack and Reel Sports Grill next to Piggly Wiggly in Camden, home of the all-you-can-eat wings on Thursday night, where anglers and hunters meet for supper. Community Neighbor Bank with locations in Greenville, Camden, Pine Hill, and Grove Hill, serving rural Alabama since 1906, bringing you the Gettin' Outdoors weather since 2007. Harris Farm Marketplace Feed and Seed in Possum Bend, Alabama. Family-owned, family-grown, garden-fresh produce, specialty meats, pigskin, sows, hoop cheese, and coming soon, old-fashioned grits and cornmeal. Plaza Golf Cart Sales in Demopolis and Tuscaloosa, your easy-go superstore. Town Country United Bank, Camden, Alabama. Proud sponsors of the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report every week on the Gettin' Outdoors podcast. Lawler Timber Company, Camden, Alabama. Family-owned independent business offering professional forestry services and home of the Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. Class Storage on the bypass in Camden, Alabama. Safe, secure storage for that motorhome, boat, or camper. ClassStorageLLC.com. Thanks for supporting the Gettin' Outdoors sponsors. Now, let's get back to the live show. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Gettin' Outdoors live show. What about that song with Hunter Pipkins, man? He wrote that for me, and I really do appreciate it, and I thought y'all would enjoy that. Robbie Way, good morning. Headed to the Grampian Hills to check the ground for moisture. I think you're gonna like it. It's time to plant those food plots, Robbie. There's enough moisture out here to do that. A couple of more things before we get to the Grand Marquand Community Neighbor Bank weather. They are starting small boat access channel dredging on October the 10th. It will be 21 days. They're going to start at Isaac Creek and going all the way up to Contoma Creek. And that is the big, long reach backhoe on the barge that they push up there. I want to tell you, they did a good job last time, and I'm really glad to see them coming back up. So if they missed you last time, they might get you this time. So that's going to start on October the 10th. You got any questions about that, call your co-office at Millers Ferry or the one in Lounsboro, and they can tell you what to expect. Also, they are spraying right now. The helicopter was at Bridgeport Wednesday. So they are spraying. I don't know where they're spraying, what they're spraying, or anything about it. I do know that they are spraying invasive species on Millers Ferry as we speak. Good morning. Van Liddell's tuned in Louisville, Kentucky. Van, we had to postpone the Ishkabibble dove hunt this year, Van, because Wesley's having him some health issues and he didn't have time to get the dove field ready, but we are going to try to do it the second season. So as soon as we put that together, we'll let you know. They made an announcement this weekend, too, also, you snapper fishermen. They opening snapper season back up next weekend for 4-day weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, starting September the 28th until the quota is reached. So I don't know how they count that quota, how they do that, but red snapper season is opening back up next Friday, September the 28th, 4-day weekends until the quota is filled. So that is good news. And I got some bad news last night. Wildlife and freshwater fisheries wardens arrested a Wetumpka man for killing a black bear this week. And I don't know the details. However, I did get from one of my very reliable sources that it was an awful incident. So I don't know what happened, anything about it, but he was arrested and for killing a black bear. So I really hated to hear that. All right, let's do the Grandma Karyn Community Neighborhood Bank weekend weather forecast for the weekend of September the 22nd through the 24th, 2023. Today, sunny with a high near 86, northeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Perfect weather. Tonight, mostly clear, low around 60, northeast winds 5 miles per hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 88, light north winds increasing to 5 to 10 miles an hour in the morning. Then Saturday night, mostly clear, low around 60, 5 mile an hour northwest wind. Sunday, sunny with a high near 89, calm winds becoming west 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 65, north winds 5 miles per hour becoming south after midnight. That is your Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Karyn weekend weather forecast. And in California, hey, they cool out in California, 54 degrees the start of the day, 6 mile an hour winds, humidity 79%. Next few days will be in the low 80s. I sure going to enjoy that. Me too, girl. It's going to be in the 80s here too. Grab a sweatshirt, sweater, enjoy a cool morning walk. The skies will be sunny with a high of 84. Have a great week and stay safe. You too, Grandma Karyn, and thank you so much for sharing that California weather with us. I really do appreciate it. Oh, let's see. Gee, another memory lapse on my part. I don't remember any black bears around Alabama when I was little. They wasn't here back then, Jim. They have just, they've been here for the past 30 years probably. I had, when I was doing my radio shows, it was a fellow down in Leroy, Alabama that I kept up with all the black bear. It was a Black Bear Alliance funded by the Alabama Wildlife Federation. Daniel Powell was his name, and we kept up with those black bears. Daniel has like me, he's getting old, and he kind of turned it over. And the Wildlife and Freshwater Fisheries Division have some biologists doing it now, and they are tagging those bears and keeping up with those bears pretty darn good, Jim. But yeah, we have a good population of them down in southwest Alabama, down in South Clark, Washington, North Mobile County, and then up in the northwest areas. Two different varieties of bears, but it's two big populations of them in Alabama. And as you know, black bears roam. They roam all through Alabama. So occasionally you'll see one like the one they killed in Wetumpka. And it's just, if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. I have hunters tell me all the time, they get in there deer feeders, and they get in the bird feeders in people's backyards. And Daniel Powell used to tell me a bird feeder and a deer feeder to a bear is a bear feeder. So if you'll just take that feeder down, if you have a bear, most bears are just roaming through. So if they find a feeder full of corn, a bird seed, they're going to eat it. But if you take that feeder down, it will, those bears will just keep going, and they are just roaming through. But yeah, we do have a pretty good population of bears. As old Michael Hilliard said, he's going to the Tennessee River to catch some of them giants Sunday morning. You ain't going to fish the Alabama Catfish Series tournament, Michael. I figured you'd be up there on Lake. Good morning, Ed McCormick. Appreciate you tuning in this morning. I think I done covered everything we was going to cover. Let me look at all my pictures. Have you any? I know the persimmons are everywhere. It's a good crop of persimmons, and be sure to cut your seed open. Be careful though; don't cut your finger. And you can give me a weather forecast on those persimmon seeds. Once again, this weekend, the Crappie Expo up in Birmingham, Alabama. My old friends Shane Jones, John, and Jessica with Crappie Cast Live, they will be there. I don't forgot the booth number, but they are there. And they are going to have all kind of stuff up there. He's got those power brake displays up there. John is going to have some outlaw rods. Shane is going to have some of those Lost Creek custom rods. John's going to be tying some jigs for the kids. Y'all stop by there and tell them you heard about me talking about them on today's show. The Crappie Expo in Birmingham. That's a big deal for the crappie fishermen in Alabama. And of course, that big crappie tournament going on at Logan Martin. Somebody's going to win 50 grand Sunday afternoon. All right, I think I done covered everything. Everybody, I know you're going to get outdoors this weekend. I don't care if you're hunting, you're fishing, planting food plots, dove hunting, going to the expo, going to the weigh-in of the on water boat show at Lincoln Landing this weekend. Whatever you're doing, remember to practice safety, safety, safety. Nothing I hate worse than to report hunting accidents, outdoor accidents. Everybody have a great, safe weekend. The weather's going to be perfect. Everybody have a great weekend. Remember now, more than ever, God bless America. And always remember what old Big Dad said. Get outdoors.
Pap taught me every critter's track and how to set a hair trigger on a trap. He taught me to shoot, scale, and skin and make a snare with a leather strap. He taught me to be a part of the woods and all his woodsy tricks. Said you gotta walk soft on 2 light feet and try not to break no stick. I thank Daddy for my savvy, how to hunt and how to carry anything that I might need to get a piece of skillet meat. How to walk and how to hide, how to crawl and how to slide, how to sneak, stalk, and climb and do